Most places in the world, if you're born into a class or a level, that's where you stay. There is no moving up and down. If you're born in this country, we have that opportunity. You know, I was in the restaurant business for making my living. That's how I made my living. I worked as a waiter at the Pancake House when I was 17, when I was going to school. And I continued in the restaurant industry and got out for a little while, went to Alaska and built some capital there, and was a flight instructor, but still in the restaurant business also. And I worked for a lot of different companies. And in that time I worked for them, each company, each server in a certain restaurant, each one was the best. And they had the best things they did. And I kind of copied and remembered them and kind of slowly started filling up what I call my tool bag of really good stuff that I could use someday. It's like if you got a big tool bag full of tools, you don't use it all the time. But when a problem comes up, you can go through your tool bag and find a solution for that problem. It was amazing because we opened this restaurant, and you know, Gaucho was all-time favorite of mine that I had worked for years ago. And so when we opened this one, it didn't look like the original Gaucho, but it felt like the Gaucho. It had the same type of service and music and everything. And we were a hit. And I was working on the floor like crazy. And myself and my German maitre d', Carl Ryman, in the red vest, we both worked the floor together and ran it together like that. And I was working really hard one night, and Carl says, "Those people over there on table 31, they asked me who was the owner." And he pointed to me. I was working on the floor. And they looked at me and said, "How can that be? He's just a waiter." Well, yeah, over the years I was a waiter. I was just a waiter. Just anything I wanted to be. And that's what Free Enterprises gave me. Just a waiter became just an owner and just a company. We're blessed as Americans to live in this country that allows just a waiter to end up owning just a company. You know, 25, 30 million a year, just a waiter. So remember that, Free Enterprise.